have to admit that I have developed a special place in my heart. We need a strong Europe to bear its share of the burden, working with us on behalf of our collective security. The United States has an extraordinary military, the best the world's ever known, but the nature of today's threats means we can't deal with these challenges by ourselves. And just as we remain relentless on the military front, we're not going to give up on diplomacy to end the civil war in Syria, because the suffering of the Syrian people has to end, and that requires an effective political transition. Here in Europe, as you work to strengthen your union, including through labor and banking reforms, and by ensuring growth across the Eurozone, you will have the staunch support of the United States. But you're going to have to do it together because your economies are too integrated to try to solve these problems on your own. And I want to repeat, we have to confront the injustice of widening economic inequality, but that is going to require collective work that are our common creed. The threat of terrorism is real. In the United States, I've worked to reform our surveillance programs to ensure that they are consistent with the rule of law and upholding our values like privacy. And by the way, we include the privacy of people outside of the United States. We care about Europeans' privacy, not just Americans' privacy. But I also, in working on these issues, have come to recognize security and privacy don't have to be a contradiction. We can protect both, and we have to. If we truly value our liberty, then we have to take the steps that are necessary to share information and intelligence within Europe, as well as between the United States and Europe, to stop terrorists from traveling and crossing borders and killing innocent people. And as today's diffuse threats evolve, our alliance has to evolve. Central to our daily lives. An airport. So yes, these are unsettling times. And when the future is uncertain, there seems to be an instinct in our human nature to withdraw to the perceived comfort and security of our own tribe, our own sect, our own nationality, people who look like us, sound like us. But in today's world, more than any time in human history, that is a false comfort. It pits people against one another because of what they look like or how they pray or who they love. And yet we know where that kind of twisted thinking can lead. Stopping Ebola in West Africa, saving countless lives. It can lead to oppression. It can lead to segregation and internment camps, and to the Shoah in Srebrenica. In the United States, we've long wrestled with questions of race and integration, and we do to this day, and we still have a lot of work to do. Emergence of the kind of politics that the European project was founded to reject. That's who you are. United, together. You are Europe. United in diversity. Guided by the ideals that have lit the world, and stronger when you stand as one. As you go forward, you can be confident that your greatest ally and friend, the United States of America, stands with you, shoulder to shoulder, now and forever, because a united Europe, once the dream of a few, remains the hope of the many and a necessity for us all. I have to admit that I have developed a special place.